Many students get rejected when they apply for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship not because of bad grades, but because of perhaps making avoidable mistakes. You are here because you want to avoid these mistakes and become the next Erasmus Mundus scholar. Don't worry, I've got it covered. I will tell you what I and other people did differently to win the scholarship. Let's dive deep into it. The first major mistake most students do is to start applying to programs without taking the time to vividly understand the requirements of the program they are applying to. This is a big mistake because you end up applying to a program that isn't fit for your profile. And guess the outcome? You get rejected. The first thing every Erasmus Mundus scholarship winner does is to determine the right programs to apply to. The Erasmus Mundus scholarship has over 190 different programs, and you will have to decide on which programs to apply to depending on your profile. Enough of the plenty talk. Let me show you what I mean. This is the Erasmus Mundus course catalog, and I will leave a link to it in the description of this video. Let's explore it. At the time of this video, there are about 193 different programs available, and you can choose any of the program according to your profile. So over here, you can filter for programs according to keywords, country, field of study, and all of that. If you belong to the education faculty or department, you can choose that and filter. Let me just show you one of the programs that I got accepted into and talk about what I meant. Yeah, so this is the program, one of the programs that I got accepted into, neurodata. And what I want you to be careful about here is to read every single thing on this page, right? They have useful information about the program that will help guide you to come out with a successful application. One of them should be the program tab. Over here, you can read about the program description. Make sure you read and understand what the program is about, what they want, the universities that are participating in this program, and all of that. There are summer school options and all of that. Read about every single bit of information that is found on this page. Next thing that I want you to pay special attention to is the program cost. How much you will be earning every month, and what are the things that the program cover. I mean, what are the costs that the program is taking care of. Okay, for example, this program gives 1,400 per month to students, and it covers the 24 months period of the program, right? Next thing that I want you to take your time and then read vividly on is the application requirements. For this particular program, there is a language requirement, so make sure if a language requirement is required of you, make sure to provide one. Otherwise, if you're exempted, you can just go ahead and apply. Another thing that you would have to be careful about here is the educational background. They want students from specific faculties or department. So if this you don't belong to any of these faculties, then I advise you don't apply to the program because you end up not being selected. Okay, so over here, make sure to read every single bit of information that's found on the page, as I've said already. And for this program, you can see they're accepting students from the brain sciences, life sciences, engineering, computer science, computer engineering, right? So make sure you belong to one of these department before even applying to the program. Otherwise, you will get rejected. The next thing here is to read about the selection process. Why you should read about the selection process is that it will help you to know what on what criteria do they select students, okay? And this is going to guide you through the application process, and it will help you to come out with a successful application. The next mistake most students do is over-relying on the grades they received in school and not doing anything to strengthen their profiles. Yes, it is definitely important to have good grades, but listen, it does not end there. I advise you take MOOC, or what we call online courses relating to the programs that you wish to apply to. If per the program description, there are some courses you didn't take in school. Remember, the more, the merrier. You are competing with people with high profiles just like you. So one way to stand tall among the crowd is to have something to present to the admission board to showcase your uniqueness. You have tons of options when it comes to online certification programs, and some of the cheapest options include Udemy and Coursera. If you are concerned about the financial burden of these certification programs, don't worry, there is a workaround. For instance, on Coursera, many certification programs have a financial aid option that allows you to take the programs for free. Also, I will advise you to engage in extracurricular activities, engage in leadership programs, exchange programs, take up leadership positions, and all of that. In many situations, these extracurricular activities can prove to be very helpful. In addition, I will advise especially those in the IT sector to take up internship positions to help get a hands-on experience on the program they wish to apply to. This will keep you one foot ahead. Remember, the admission board are looking for the top ranked students to admit. So what will stop them from admitting a high profile student with experience in the field they are applying to? Make up your mind. The next mistake that I want to talk about, and perhaps it happens to almost every single student, and that is not starting the application process early. Winners of the Erasmus Mundus scholarship always start at least 3 months or even more prior to the application start date. As a matter of fact, I started preparing a year prior to the time I applied, so you can imagine. The whole process can be hectic and requires a lot of time to prepare the required documents and get the necessary stuff done. It is therefore advisable you start as early as possible. Remember, a blow which is inevitably yours, the earlier you encounter, the better. Don't waste time. Considering the importance and the time it takes to prepare the necessary document for the application, I have a follow-up video in which I talk about how to correctly prepare these documents, including the most important one, the statement of purpose. So make sure to come back and check it out. Knowing about these 3 mistakes I mentioned in this video and avoiding them will increase your chance of becoming one of the next Erasmus Mundus scholars. I can't wait to congratulate you. If you are new to this channel, I make scholarship videos and I also vlog about my personal life and experiences. If you want to see more videos of this kind, then kindly consider supporting me by subscribing to this channel. Good luck and I'll see you in my next video.